4 in hand. So, we welcome you to the arena first of all, by Exell Parabolic Champion. Boyd, I'm just looking for something famous because I know you want to training to drive a horse team. So, anybody fancy having a go at driving a horse team? Someone up there? You fancy that? Anybody else? Anybody famous? Put your hand up if you want to drive a horse team then. I can't see anybody who's famous. Who is? Someone behind me? Over here. No, Dan's not famous. But hello. Who do we have here? Well, when I was just a youngster, I used to watch show jumping every night at 25 past 9 after the news. Ladies and gentlemen, look who I found. David Broome! Boy, I found someone famous for you to teach to drive. David was a world champion back in 1970. So we've got one world champion, training another world champion.
Well done, David. How are you?
Very well indeed. Slightly nervous, I'm afraid, but looking forward to it very much.
Well, this is the winning World Cup team, and as you know, this is a completely different team than we drove earlier on. But they're fully experienced and they enjoy teaching people how to drive. Because we call them the older the horses, the more experienced they are. We find that when we make mistakes, they know how to look after us.
I'm very pleased to hear that. And do they understand when I say whoa? Seems to be important.
Well, you might have to say it in an Australian accent, not a Welsh one. Okay, so we have a hat for you here. I don't know when the last time we bought one of those on was.
Must have been about 20 years ago, I think. But memory lane, here we go. Right. I've got some gloves. I think I've got all the gear, but with no idea.
So what we're going to do, David, if you climb on the back of me here, what would everybody like to see David achieve today? Obstacles? Anything else? One-handed circles?
I hope somebody mentions the wall.
Right back. Okay, walk on. So, very simply, David. Very simply, we have 4 railings. A bit like when you ride with the 4 railings, we end up with 2 extra set of railings. We keep the top railings are for leaders, and the bottom railings are for the wheels. Okay? Now, the top range, I treat them as different materials, so I've got webbing and leather for the leaders, and the bottom ones are actually flat plastic. So there's no way I can ever confuse the feeling. But the main ones that steer are the front ones. The front ones have to be bold, they have to be intelligent, they have to be forward-going, and sensitive. The back 2 have to be workaholics, but they're the ones that keep us safe. For example, if I show you when you turn the corner with the team, if the front 2 are very close to this obstacle, lucky, the back right horse will keep me away from that obstacle. And that's my gauge. So I look at the leader's right head, to close to that cone, lucky. And lucky takes me at least 2 metres away.
Right.
So the rule of thumb is, never take your eye off the leaders. Okay, so we always watch the leaders. It's a bit like when you drive a car, you never look at the bonnet of your car when you're driving. You always look ahead. And then, keep it simple. So the rules are, pull the right rein to go right, pull the left rein to go left, pull both to stop. The second thing you must remember is the carriage. So you have a brake pedal here, you have a back brake, you have a front brake, you have a turn up brake, you have an extra foot pedal. But the only one that you have to concentrate on is this one brake pedal here, this 2. And that stops the carriage. But if you ask them to stand still, they'll also stand.
And is the whip important with me, or can I use that, or do I need it, or shouldn't I need it?
What does everybody think? Would you like to see him carry the whip? Yeah. Or
Thank you very much.
There's no mercy today. So the whip is like a rider's leg. So if I use the whip there, I can make those horses move sideways. If I use the whip here, I can make them move sideways there. Okay? Very simple. So it's not, the whip with these horses is not to make them go faster, it's just to move them sideways. So if I want the team to do a shoulder in exercise, I can say lucky, 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 and he can make the whole team move to the outside, lucky, lucky.
And he can make the front, the leaders move over with his power.
With his power, he can move them. And with the traces around Bill's stomach there, and Bill understands, Bill's 24, so he understands the job. He knows exactly what that means. It's like a rider's leg. So when we steer them, we use those traces a lot. And then if I ask them to do it the other way, Junior, Junior, and then I can make them move the same this way. Junior. So I can, without steering them, we can make them move sideways.
So at what point do I panic?
You panic when the leaders face the wheelers like this. Walls down. But even then, if you talk to them, tell them what to do. Okay, Bill, fix the problem. Bill, good boy. Okay, that's enough of me driving because I drive every day. Right. So if you climb in front, or you can step around to the side, whichever you like. Michelle and Andrew, you get to choose which navigator you'd like. You get a choice. A good-looking guy or a good-looking girl.
I'll take the strongest one if I may.
Oh, right. Okay. So very simply, I'll sit here just to begin with.
Very good idea, that.
A lot of carriages, this carriage's got the seat in the middle, but traditional carriages have the seat to one side. This can be on one side, but so lead rate at the top, as well. Oh, they asked me to carry the whip. Now what I've done with this whip is a little bit of a help for David. I've made a little handle so I can not drop the whip.
Right.
So it's always there. It's not tight, but I can never drop it. So it's like a sort of hand. How's that feel? And the angle of the whip should always be which direction?
Okay.
Speak louder.
Somebody wants to help me here.
11 o'clock.
Oh, right.
11 o'clock. The clock face is in front of you. Not 11 o'clock behind you. Okay, so 11 o'clock. So the monitoring rates, so if you just feel a little bit of weight on those, feel that bottom, just turn it. Turn with your shoulder and your arm. That's it. Now the other way. Feel that to the left. That's your bottom tool. So you feel it? Like handlebars on a bicycle, yeah. The next thing you do is the leader rate, as you can feel, when you turn the wheelers, the leader rate will stay slack. See that?
Yeah.
So you need to take up the slack. So what we do, we call it one loop. So reach across, no, to the left, and then to the left. Right. So reach across there, grab that. Right. Now take a loop into your left hand. Yeah. Now, you can see how you've gone under your thumb.
Yeah.
If you went, under your first finger. Under your, just like that. Yeah, you do that. Now these cleats are designed to know how much you're letting off. So in the obstacle, you have to anticipate how much. You don't wait until the horse gets straight, you anticipate it getting straight. So you let one cleat off, two cleats off, three cleats off. Now, every corner consists of 3 loops. 1 in preparation, 2 to initiate the turn, and 3 to take up the slack. Okay, so right, so if I said 1 loop in preparation, and now that's a big loop. Right, so that's a big loop. Yeah, it's easier when the team is moving.
Like that, to there.
No, that's even bigger. So go back, and just take the top one.
Oh, look,
Yeah, that's a preparation loop. That tells the team to get ready to turn, but we're not actually going to turn. The second loop, then you increase the size of that. You can do it that way, or you can grab the top of that and increase it a bit. And let's take a bit more. And there's the third one. Now that's plenty of loop. That will be in turn in U-turn, or the U-turn position. So now what David has to do, when we say one loop off, you will have one off, two off, complete off. Okay? So you know we're going to run into the crowd, so you do left turn. One loop, that's fine. And then the command, very simple command, walk on, one clip, trot, two clips, steady, stand. That's it. Very good. Okay, so when you're ready.
Okay, boys. Walk on. Walk on.
That's it. Now loop off. So we'll go straight. Okay, now what you have to think about, you have the feeling I'm close to the barrier. Who's close to the barrier? Is it the leaders that are close to the barrier, or is it the wheelers that are close to the barrier? So then you decide. So if it's the wheelers, you pull the bottom rein, and if it's the leaders, you pull the top. More confident. Okay, so one loop. Good. Two loops to start the turn. Three loops to take up the slack. Good. Now, do you feel the leaders turning a lot, but the wheelers not turning? The wheelers go. So now put weight in the bottom hand, and that turns the wheelers. Good. Let that loop off. Change direction. Oh, he's on the diagonals already. Okay, so now you're ready for another one. One loop in preparation. Perfect. Outside contact. Outside contact. That controls everything. Now if you want to do shoulder in, that's it. Good. Now take two loops. And when you stop a team, or a single or even a pair, you stop mostly in your outside range. Okay. Okay, around this curve, gently. Good. Brilliant. Now the next thing to remember, these buckles shouldn't be too far away from your hand. Yeah, so that's going to be a walk, same that way. One loop off, two loops on. Okay, when you're ready, ask them to trot.
Okay, boys. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Straight up, you can say it straight up.
Okay, Alfie boys, let's get running. Come on.
Good. Okay, one loop off, one loop off. Good. Now just little loops. Two loops. Good, good. Front bill. Now turn the wheeler, one loop off, two loops off. The leaders are already straight. So you have to keep looking ahead of the leaders. Not too much of the back, you don't want the back of the hand. That's it, one loop. Good, front, lucky. And use your whip on the inside wheeler. Yep, good. Feel the response?
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, you do a circle. Good. Very good. Right. Is that good, I get?
Hell, that's not going to happen.
So let's just test your brakes, David. Stop for me. Stop.
Whoa, boys. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, you're in control. Very good. Right. Okay, so. Now you are a world champion, so they've set your course, the chicane. We want you to go down to the red car, we want you to weave in and out, and get to the top. So, the only thing to remember, David, is look ahead of the leaders. Okay?
Good try. Boys, walk on. Come on.
Bill.
Well, you sure that's the only thing to
Come on.
remember?
Walk on.
Is that the only thing to remember? But David, just to look ahead of the leaders?
Look ahead of the leaders and outside contact and stop. Andrew, you go down that end.
Steady.
You go down that end.
Steady. Steady.
Now look ahead, David. Look further, look off, think about the left loop, take the left loop, brilliant. Whoa. That's it. You need both, right? Yep.
Steady.
Now try to get back to that buckle. That's it, well done, good recovery.
Steady, 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 steady.
Loop off, loop off, loop off.
Whoa, 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 whoa. boys. Back. Come on, back.
That's it. Shorten your wheel arrays. You want them to come backwards, shorten those bottom ones. Okay, when you're ready, stand. And stand. Stand. Whoa. Look off, look off, look off. Whoa. Good. Now, those bottom plastic rails, pull those. Pull those, the bottom wheel rails.
Back, boys.
Go on, pull, keep going. Pull. Lift back, lift back. Back. That's it, keep going, keep going. Good.
Good, lads.
Walk on.
Walk on.
One loop. Good. Now, be careful what you do with your right hand.
Oh, keep up, yeah.
That's it. Okay, so let's try the chicane again.
Right, okay. Rock on, boys.
Leave the ground below this
Rock
one.
on. Come on. Nice and steady. Good, lads. Good boy. Good boys.
When I'm watching this team, the nice thing to watch is that these teams are the fastest team in the world, and they're so quiet.
Good lads. Good lads.
It goes to show, to be fast, you don't need fast horses. You don't need hot horses. You need clever, sensible horses that help you. Then you can be fast.
Steady.
Good. Now, it's the left now. Let your right loop off. Good, that's right. Now this time, let your left loop off. Now. Good.
Come on.
Well done.
3.
Good.
As well.
That's all right. That's
Good
okay.
lads. Good lads.
How's he doing, Michelle? Okay. You need to see it again. And this time, you're going to do the chicane, then do a U-turn at the top, and then just back down again.
Thank you. Okay, lads. Rock on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ready?
You can't stay jumping across the hole for too long, David. You have to go straight to the 150.
Come on.
Look off. Junior. Good. Look off. Feel the right rein. Good. Now, feel the left rein. Look off. Very good. Yeah. Look off. Look off. Feel the right rein. No, go straight. Pull them.
Come on, boys.
And look ahead. Look ahead of them. Very good. Look off.
Don't hold on a bit too quick.
Okay. And left rein.
Good boys.
Junior.
Good boys.
Lucky.
Good boys.
Right, look. How's this spaghetti going?
I think the lights are going out of my hat, to be honest.
You're doing it very well. Good. Right loop, and come down the long side. Use your whip on the wheelers. When you get your range, yeah. Good. Trot. Now look at your right hand. See your buckles?
Yeah.
That's you put yourself back to the normal place there. Because what David wanted to do, he wants to get on driver. So he's slowly climbing up the seat. Okay, so and stand.
Come on.
Just stand a minute. Just stand a minute there.
Walk.
So look at your position.
Yeah.
That's the one that keeps it. Good work.
Yeah.
Just below there.
Let that one go down. You took it.
So, what else would you like to see David do now? Show it up. Okay, now put obstacle out here for a reason, don't they? Okay. Yeah, that's right, bring it over this way in the middle. We're going to bring you out of the corner, which would be nice to you. Completely this way, and we'll keep going. Okay, that's that. Now, figure eight between them. Now, what you're going to do, down look at the bottom of your car when you drive.
Sorry?
Don't look at the bonnets of your car when you're driving.
Alright.
Because that's what you're doing a little bit, is you're looking down at the spaghetti.
I'm just wondering what's happening to the rain all the time.
Okay, so round outside the cone, change the rein one way, change the rein the other. You don't hold the horse too long. But always the biggest mistake, people want to see the horse and try to 100% of the time. Just anticipate that they're going straight now.
Very good. Okay, boys, walk on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Use your whip
We're
on
getting
the
warm already. Come on, lads. Come on.
Use your whip on the back foot.
Come on.
And the other horse, and the
Come
other
on.
horse.
Come on.
And the left wheel up.
Come on.
Now look ahead.
Come on.
Look where you're going.
Come on.
Go on, stop.
Come on. Come on.
Up. Good. You go fast later.
Steady, steady, steady.
Good. Look ahead, David. Look ahead. Look over here. Good. Right look.
Good lads.
Good. Nice. Another look.
Good boys.
One more. One more look. Good. That's all look on.
Good boys.
Very good. Now you go.
Good boys.
Now you go. You don't want to stop now.
Good lads.
Well, boy, what do you think? Have you made the grade?
Come on. Come on, boys. Come on.
One world champion to another.
I don't think we can follow the
This doesn't look like part of the script to me. Don't forget, this is the fastest team in the world. Nigel, did we pay the insurance? Ladies and gentlemen, two world champions, David Broome and Roy Exell.
Very much indeed. Terrific.
How did you do? You did everything you asked. You know what I mean? Okay. Thanks very much.
I'll have a right at it, mate.
I don't blame you, David. That was quite extraordinary. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time. For David Broome, all out from here.